I wonder if you can say it was a G.I. Jane joke in Spanish. Will Smith speaks Spanish, but is he actually fluent? I'm Hamid, I speak 4 languages fluently, and I got fluent in Spanish 4 times faster than the average person in just 120 hours.
El único actor en la historia. Aquí está Will Smith. Bienvenido.
Gracias, gracias.
Will, me encanta que hablas español y sobre todo lo entiendes mejor todavía. Así que yo te voy a preguntar en español y tú trata de contestarme en español y cuando no puedas, pues, un poquito de inglés.
Okay, well, hablo un poquito, pero no entiendo mucho. Es difícil para mí oír las palabras.
Pues,
Pero,
So, like, he's speaking, he's saying he can speak and express himself a bit, but it's hard for him to understand Spanish.
pero, vamos a tratar.
Y te voy a preguntar bien despacio. Antes que nada, sé que lo aprendiste en la escuela.
En escuela, I learned Spanish in school, right?
Sí.
Yeah, en mi escuela. Y tengo una maestra de español que viaje conmigo para mis entrevistas.
Y es importante porque ahora todas las grandes estrellas.
So it's not perfect Spanish, and anyone will tell you that. And even he knows that, right? He obviously makes mistakes. But it raises an interesting question, which is like, what is fluency? Because a conversation on its own is defined as one person saying something and the other person understanding them, and then they switch. The other person says something and you understand them. So it's this back and forth cycle of speaking and then understanding, okay? He can speak a bit, but he finds it hard to understand Spanish. And so because of this, if we define a fluency as a conversation, which is how the majority of people sort of define fluency. And so therefore, fluency can be simply defined as speaking and understanding, right? Nothing else. And by the way, if you're just getting started, I highly recommend joining the Speedy Spanish Hub. It's a free community I created with a bunch of free resources and guides to help you start learning Spanish with these methods. And it'll be the first link in the description. And so for Will Smith, he can speak well, sort of. He can speak and express himself okay. What he finds harder is understanding Spanish, where his weakness is understanding and his strength is more so speaking, even though it's not perfect. And this also shows that perfection isn't required for fluency, because it depends on what you define as fluency. And so there's 2 sort of situations of like people who have lopsided Spanish, which like you're like halfway to fluency, right? Meaning you can either speak well and not understand, or you can understand but not speak well. Whether or not Will Smith is fluent, I think most people wouldn't consider him fully fluent, but he could be considered basic conversational. But what this means for you and what you can take from this, if fluency is just speaking and understanding, it is just those 2 skills. If you're not fluent, fundamentally, there's a lack of skill in one of those areas, which means either your imbalance is the same as Will Smith's, where your speaking ability is better than your understanding ability, or what I like to call the couch learner, someone who sort of takes in a lot of input, and you might even have like family who is a native, but you can't speak Spanish, right? So what this means for you is that once you know where your weakness is, if it's for speaking or if it's for understanding natives, that's what you should target. And so train the side that is behind, not the side that you enjoy. Both are required for fluency. And if you already speak well but can't understand natives, then you to understand natives is the higher leverage task that will get you to fulfill your full fluency, meaning to actually have full-blown back-to-back conversations. Likewise, if you can understand natives but you struggle speaking, then practicing speaking would be the highest leverage move. And so the way I do it personally is I would do an exercise called transcript training if I want to understand natives, which is basically watching native content with accurate subtitles and then searching up every word so that I can basically match the native words with how they're written and then understand the written stuff as well. This way, it sort of bridges the gap between what you hear from natives and then what is actually written, and then what is actually written to what you understand. And that's how you understand natives, okay? You don't get better at understanding natives by reading, you get better at understanding natives by listening to natives. So that's how I do it. For practicing speaking, the way I do it is through a framework like I like to call narrative that I may contemplate, which is basically my framework for speaking. And then whenever I don't understand something, I basically search it up using DeepL, or you can even use AI for understanding. And so the way I would speak is I would narrate something, elaborate on that thing, and then contemplate. And this is because it emulates a conversation. In the beginning, this is going to be slow, but slowly but surely it will get faster and faster because you'll just get better and better at expressing yourself in Spanish. Slow output is still output. And so to get better at something, it will be slow in the beginning, but that's the whole point, right? And so for Will Smith, the advice I could give for him is to train his Spanish ear. And for you, it would be whenever you're speaking Spanish and you have a conversation, try to find where your Spanish is lacking, and then just train that muscle, train that part of your Spanish. And when I say understanding, I'm talking about understanding spoken Spanish. And eventually both of them will improve, and then you'll be, by definition, fluent. because you'll be able to speak Spanish and understand spoken Spanish, which means you'll be able to have that back and forth. And so even though most people might not consider this completely fluent, he definitely is at that basic conversational level, and he's not far from being fluent. So overall, I would say he definitely is at like a basic conversational level, and he's not far from reaching that full conversational fluency. One thing I will say, and this is something that we can learn from Will Smith here, is that like if you look at the comments, everyone is praising him. Okay, no one's actually fully criticizing him for his Spanish, even though he's like 100% speaks with grammatical errors and stuff. And what's interesting is he started off the conversation by saying, I only speak a little and it's hard for me to understand Spanish. And that approach is exactly how I'd recommend approaching conversations with natives, especially if you're just starting out. No one's going to criticize you if you just admit like the truth. Like no one's going to criticize you, especially if you're trying to speak in someone else's language. And this person and this person's even saying like the interviewer is using like hard words for the fact that it's like a celebrity who is trying to speak Spanish. And so you can see there, like even people are criticizing the interviewer for speaking at a higher level than the celebrity. And obviously because he's like a celebrity, he has status and stuff, people are going to be nice. But I guarantee you, like if you start off a conversation with a native and say like, hey, I don't speak very well, I'm not completely fluent, I'm just trying to practice, I guarantee you no one's going to criticize you. And a good thing you can take here is just speaking with a native, and when practicing as a beginner, like admitting that, like, and just telling them like, hey, I don't speak very well, I want to practice, whatever. One of the best things you can do to avoid that embarrassment, because a lot of us are just like embarrassed to speak because we're scared of making mistakes. In reality, mistakes are required. So to make that as frictionless as possible, saying that to natives first is a great way to sort of ease that embarrassment, because it's not going to be embarrassing if you already said, hey, I'm learning Spanish, I'm not very good, I'm trying to practice. And so you can see like throughout the interview as well, he's smiling, like engaged and stuff. His Spanish not being perfect doesn't matter. When speaking with natives, when trying to practice speaking with natives, it is really good to have that attitude. I wonder if you can say it was a G.I. Jane joke in Spanish. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you're serious about learning Spanish and you want help from me, then you check the second link in the description. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed and stay humble.